So this is episode 3 of season 2 of Between the Yetis. We're here with Ken Hickling. How are you doing, Ken?
Fabulous, how are you?
Recently of AkzoNobel, right? But now you're out on your own.
Yes, the world's largest paint company.
And you were there for what, 30, 40, 50?
21 years.
Jesus, sorry, that makes it funny. But,
21 years.
But you might have to.
We have a small gale blowing through here.
You might have to abandon that. So we'll cut that and splice this in. So what are you doing now then, Ken?
These days, I am being paid for my opinion. And if anybody knows me well, they'll know that's an excellent job for me. After spending 21 years with AkzoNobel, and 4 years before that with composites company SP Systems.
Yep.
And then before that, actually studying boat building and boatyard management. So.
Fucking how old are you?
54-ish. Well, 54 and 3 weeks.
Okay, we'll have birthday for 3 weeks ago.
Yep. So I've learned a few things about the boat industry. And as we were saying earlier, if you learn a few things, you pick up knowledge, you get some experience, hopefully you end up having wisdom. Yep. And whilst people say you can't buy experience, you can hire it by the day. Very reasonably priced, if I may say. So that's what people do. It's a good gig. Alongside that, I spend 2 days a month working with Viking as a director. Okay. And I'm helping them cope with their growth. 2 or 3 years ago, they were like 30 people. Now they're over 60, and that creates some internal challenges.
I should inject there. When you say this is going to be on an American YouTube channel, so Viking
recruitment.
Viking recruitment out of the UK.
So they run crew payroll, they track crew certification, they have about 2/3 of their business in the cruise industry and about 1/3 of their business is in the superyacht industry. They've recently spent $3 million building a training facility in England where they have a swimming pool, they're throwing people in for doing life raft training and all that good stuff. They have a fire training area where they set fire to things and you have to go in with breathing apparatus and rescue people.
Is it true, like the UK is the best training area for maritime services?
I think that is true. I think that's true. And I am, of course, incredibly biased because I'm English, so I'm bound to see that. But actually, no, people do come from far and wide to be trained in England. Partly, I think, because it's kind of where the core of the code, the MCA, the Coast Guard, MCA, they're based in the UK. Their accreditation kind of flows out from there. So there's good checking of the quality of training going on.
Because historically we are a seafaring nation, aren't we? Being British. But when I was
still a seafaring nation.
Well, still are. But I used to live in the middle of the country. I saw the seaside once a year. So.
Yes. But weirdly, you were never more than about 40 miles away from the sea.
Absolutely, that is absolutely correct. So 2 days a week you do Viking. What do you do for the others?
2 days a month.
2 days a month. Okay.
2 days a month. 10 days a month, I work with a friend of mine in a company called Bonlock, which has a very clever method of connecting pipes without using welding equipment and without using seals. So it's an all metal joint that can withstand up to 440 bar. Now for the Americans, that's 6,000 psi.
No, I think Americans understand bar.
It's bar. But it's a high pressure thing, so it's great for fire suppression systems which run at 150 bar, hydraulic systems running at around 400 bar.
Cool, and you also obviously run your own consulting business.
That's right.
More on the paint side, because that's where your history's been, or pretty much all maritime?
No, I would say paint is only about 1/3.
Shit.
So I'm helping 2 paint inspection companies with a joint venture. I'm helping another paint application company on a standards project. But outside of that, I've got clients all around who are in all parts of the superyacht industry. It's only there.
Now, if people watching this want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Well, they can find me on Skype, Ken Hickling 63. They can find me on the World Wide Web as Sherpa63.com.
Okay.
They can ring me.
Well,
telephone.
We'll flash your number up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just here.
You're struggling now, Lee.
And
Jesus, okay.
We, just for those of you who know, there's a weakling here trying to hold a very flimsy thing, and it's just too much effort for him.
There is a gale blowing through, but we'll let him off. But anyway, we are Between Two Yetis. Ken, thank you very much for your time.
Excellent. Thank you.
Not a problem. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
I purposely dragged that out so you suffered.
Okay.
Alright. We're here with Jackie Gunther from Denison. How are you, Jackie?
Good, how are you?
I should prefix this with you. We just did Cynthia and now we're doing you, literally in the interview, but you're not allowed to have a beer because you're working, right?
Correct.
See, very professional.